a valuable piece of paper. So that's a valuable piece of paper.
How y'all? Good.
Good. We're gonna hang out with y'all tonight.
Come on with us. Let's go.
And here come your Queen City Bulldogs.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Grace Game Day. It is a cloudy Friday night in Queen City, and we are looking forward to the season opener for your Grace Cougars as they take on the Queen City Bulldogs in the thriving metropolis of Queen City, Texas.
Big city.
Big city, baby. Welcome to Grace Game Day, everyone. Thank you for joining us. My name is Preston Proctor. With me is Josh McElhaney, and we are so excited to be bringing you the action live as Grace kicks off their 2025 football campaign.
Yeah, just a lot of anticipation in the air. You can't really script the first night of football to be any better weather than what we have here sitting outside. Just perfect conditions. Got some overcast, no rain, cool weather. It feels like a football Friday night.
Yes, Josh, I don't really know the condition of the field. It looks like to be in fairly good shape for a grass field, but it did rain here most of the night and all morning. Did just get word from one of the coaches up here that was on the field earlier that the field is in great shape, and so that's good news. And, I don't know when's the last time it happened in East Texas, and we'll pause for a moment.
Adeline Tyson will lead us in prayer.
We're going to have a prayer. We'll pause for just a moment.
Dear Heavenly Father, God, thank you so much for this day, and thank you just for the opportunity to be here. God, I just pray that all players, all cheerleaders, all band members, and even all spectators here today will just stay safe and stay healthy and refrain from injury, God. I pray that all of the playing that we do tonight, God, will glorify you and that we will just use this game to give you the praise. In Jesus' name, amen.
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 You will remain standing. The Queen City Band of Champions will lead us in the national anthem.
All right. Captains are prepared to go to the middle of the field for the coin toss, and we are just a few moments away from getting everything started. And once again, we're glad that you're with us. Josh, as I was mentioning before we did the prayer and the national anthem, I don't know when's the last time that this happened in East Texas, but we are in the about 74 degrees at opening kick on the first game of the season.
It is an incredible night to be outside. And you know what? We're just going to accept it, count our blessings.
I'm telling you, I'm not going to complain. I shall not complain.
I was fully anticipating about 97 degrees here at kickoff outside on top of this press box, but the Lord smiled.
Well, Josh, you know, a couple of years ago, we did a season opener in the Metroplex area, and we were set up outside like we are tonight. But instead of it being a nice, comfortable temperature, we were sweating profusely that night, and this is a welcome change.
Absolutely. As we get ready here for this coin toss. You know, Preston, we could use some mics on these referees tonight.
Yeah, that'd be nice. We'd love that.
I wonder what we'd have to do to convince them. Where are these mics for us? We want to hear everything you're saying.
Yeah.
A fat chance.
We don't want anything to be left out.
Grace has won the toss and elected to defer.
So Grace won the toss. They elected to defer to the second half, so we'll play defense first and get the ball to start the second half. Josh, that's the way I like it.
Yeah.
You know, not that I've ever coached a football game that matters.
No.
But I've played a lot of Madden and a lot of college football
There
through the
you go.
years. And whenever I win the coin toss, I always defer to the second half.
Every time.
I like to get the ball to start the second half. Because my goal has always been score a touchdown at the end of the first half, get the ball back to start the second half, score a touchdown, and just turn the game up on its ears.
That touchdown sandwich. You know, I do have a feeling, though, as a Dallas Cowboy fan, we're going to do a lot of not deferring. We got to get that ball first and try to score first, or else we might be in trouble before the game starts.
Josh, after the recent trade for the Dallas Cowboys, I'm just going to step out on a limb and say that what the Cowboys need this year is to get the ball first and to hold the ball for about 60 minutes of game time and just score.
Yeah. And hope that the turnover luck is on our side once again.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. We're set to kick off. Welcome to football season, everybody. We're glad to be a part of this with you. Josiah King with a almost as if an onside type kick.
I think that might have been an onside kick.
They weren't lined up in an onside formation, but that's essentially what that kick was. Queen City's able to recover.
Maybe they were trying to catch him off guard there. I know yesterday in the JV game they did that to start the second half, and it worked. Hit the kid, not expecting the ball. Ball popped loose. Grace recovered. This time Queen City was able to grab that. And so defense is out.
And so Queen City comes out in a shotgun formation. Got motion from the receiver coming to the near side. And it's going to be a quarterback looking to keep, stands up and throws it deep, and his receiver makes the catch inside the 30, inside the 10, and he's going to score.
Touchdown. Good night. The first play of the game. That is not how you want to start week one.
And so just like that, Josh, 52 yards. on the touchdown, and Queen City strikes fast. We're 17 seconds into this game.
Yeah, it looked like the secondary got caught looking. Looked like a quarterback keep right off the snap. And, man, he did a good job selling that for just a second, long enough to his receiver to get some separation. And, man, what a pass, what a catch, what a run.
Low snap. He picks it up off the ground, and they do manage to get it through. And so just like that, it's 7-0 Queen City. And the Cougars are about to go on offense a lot sooner than they anticipated.
Yeah, 17 seconds into the football game. You don't want to be trailing already. So Grace putting themselves in a hole right to start this game. And now let's see if the offense can answer on the other end.
And so, Josh, as that play was unfolding, you mentioned it, the quarterback, he just tucked it and started running, and it looked like a QB run the whole way. Then he pulls up to throw it. When he threw it, his receiver looked like he didn't know the ball was even going to come his way.
Yeah.
And it was just kind of one of those things. The defender was there, but the ball was so underthrown that the receiver was able to adjust, make the catch, and then it was off to the races.
Yeah. Well-designed play there to start the game for Queen City. Just really able to capitalize on that fake. And
Back to receive for the Cougars, number 5.
now let's see if Grace can recoup and try to swing momentum back in their favor.
And number 14, Coleman Swain. TJ Guest back to kick for the goal.
I got a feeling that they'll be able to bounce back from this. I'm going to get a knuckleball kick high in the air, fair catch. That was Cole Stanley on the fair catch, and Grace will start at the 39-yard line. So now what you do is just you shake off what just happened.
Yeah, forget about it.
It's over. It's done. Get back to business. Let's go.
So the offense comes out now.
We're just 18 seconds into this game, and if you just tuned in, Queen City scored on a 52-yard touchdown pass on the first play from scrimmage. Quick screen pass to B.A. He makes one-man miss, and he gets positive yardage up across the 45.
Good, strong running.
Going to mark him at the 46.
You know, I like that play design. You got a freshman quarterback starting. Easy pass to start the game. Settle down, get some rhythm going. Get the hands into one of your playmakers. B.A. there able to get up the field and get positive yards. That looks like a false start.
Look like they jumped. He's going to go deep down for Stanley, and it's incomplete.
Etheridge's pass falls incomplete.
I wonder if he was hoping for a free play there.
It looked like. I mean, I'm honestly not sure how there's not a flag there. That was clearly early.
Like they were either early or they timed that snap as perfectly as you can time it.
So big third down.
Third down for the Cougars. And it's going to be a handoff to B.A. bouncing outside. First down yardage into Queen City territory. Nice vision right there by B.A.
Yeah, he's just a downhill running back. And if he gets a little bit of space in the backfield, he's going to get positive yardage. You know, it kind of reminds me of back when Ezekiel Elliott was a young running back for the Cowboys. Every time he touched the ball, he was going to fall forward for at least 1 or 2 yards.
Yeah.
You want a big, strong running back like that who can kind of dictate the flow of the offense.
5 wide receiver set, empty backfield. Etheridge tucks and runs up the middle. First down across the 35-yard line.
Good, strong run.
And Grace is on the move.
Etheridge picks up 11 yards on the keeper.
You know, he may be a freshman quarterback, but he's a big, solid kid.
Yeah, that's a big boy.
He's quick. A lot of different ways he can hurt you with the ball in his hand. He's got a cannon, as he showed earlier.
4 wide receiver set. We've got 3 to the near side, 1 lone receiver to the far side. Hard count for Etheridge. Now he looks to the sideline. There's 10-13 remaining in the first quarter. One of the receivers will motion over. We've got splits now to either side. Etheridge is back, looking right, throws quickly.
Oh, and the receiver never turned around.
Yeah, Stinson wasn't quite through that route to turn around yet.
Yeah, just a miscommunication there between the quarterback and the receiver. The quarterback looked like he was on a timing route. The receiver was just running. Looked like they had two different routes going on. It's going to bring up second down.
BA in the backfield next to Etheridge. He'll move over to the right side of him. Shotgun snap. Etheridge is going to run again. 35, 30, got some room, makes a man miss. Inside the 20-yard line.
Yeah, I think his first read wasn't there. He looked up and he saw a lot of green grass in front of him. And he said, you know what, I think I can take this myself.
Yeah, that was solid running there by Etheridge.
And again, you see how big and how elusive he is when he gets in the open field. Not easy to bring down. So he's able to make defenders miss and pick up extra yardage.
He has a long stride on the run. Etheridge is back, looking to the end zone for Stanley, and he makes the catch in the end zone.
That's
touchdown, Grace.
That was a perfect throw right in the back corner of the end zone, and what a catch, concentration, and Grace ties this football game up. Well, they're an extra point away from tying this football game up. That's what you want to see right there.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to see. Great answer by Grace.
Absolutely.
After really kind of just getting punched in the mouth on that first play from scrimmage, you know, almost a busted play turns into a touchdown. And instead of letting that get them down, they just methodically went down the field. Extra points blocked. But they methodically went down the field to score a touchdown. And so now with that blocked extra point, Grace will trail by 1. 7-6. 9:23 remaining in the first quarter. We'll be back right after this.
Winner will be announced at halftime for a yard sign.
Welcome back to Grace Game Day. 9:23 remaining in the first quarter. Queen City 7, Grace 6. Queen City scored on one play. Grace methodically drove down the field. And, Josh, the Grace offense really looked good on that drive.
Really what you want to see, on the first possession. They showed it on the ground. They showed it through the air.
And that's going to be another onside-ish attempt, and Queen City's going to start at the Grace 49-yard line.
Dogs will have a first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
All right, so now let's see what the Grace defense has for us. And I'm going to call it right here, Josh. We're not looking for a one-play 49-yard drive right here for Queen City.
No, absolutely not.
We're not looking for that at all.
Well, and on the positive side, at least now the defensive backs are going to be aware. You want to keep your eyes on the quarterback in case he holds it and runs, but at the same time, you know he can beat you over the top. So you're going to have to stay disciplined in your assignments.
It's going to be a handoff, and he is drugged down in the backfield.
Good job. Way to get in there. And
Hecht got in there and dropped him for a loss of 1.
Came up hobbling just a little bit. Hope he's all right. But what a great job just to get in there, make that tackle for a loss, and really set the tone for this possession here on defense.
Josh, I'll tell you what I've noticed is that first play from scrimmage for Queen City, that was not the quarterback that took that snap.
Well, that was a different quarterback in.
I believe that was the running back that took that snap earlier.
So again, a great design.
They were in a wildcat formation. Snap it to the running back. He takes off running and then just pulls up and throws. That's a great way to open up a season there. Left-handed throw from the quarterback, and he's going to swing it out. Nowhere to go.
Just great pursuit. That's what you want to see right there. You know, sometimes getting the ball in space can be really problematic for a defense, but being able to recognize the play, great pursuit, open field tackling, just a much better start to this drive than what we had in that first drive.
Absolutely. Andrew Gardner led the way on that tackle for Grace. 3rd down and 12, so now you've got them behind the chains. This is a great opportunity for the defense to step up and make a stand.
Yeah, I'd love to get a stop here, force a long 4th down, give it back to the offense.
4 wide receiver set for the Bulldogs. Quick pass to the near sideline.
Oh,
That's
yes.
intercepted.
Great
Intercepted
job.
at the 40-yard line.
Great hands. That ball was up high. It looked like he kind of saw it late, was able to get his hands on it, grip that ball. Turnover, Grace Cougars. And, man, what an answer to that first drive where, again, we had the trickery, we had the misdirection, kind of caught us on our heels. They get a long touchdown, but what a way to answer on defense.
Yeah, absolutely. That was Doak Porter, the senior, on the interception there, and that was great hands.
Great hands. I mean, he caught that with his fingertips.
So the Cougars offense returns to the field now. 7:47 remaining in the first quarter. Queen City leads this game for the moment 7-6 by virtue of a blocked extra point. Shotgun snap to Etheridge. He's back looking out to the side for Doak.
Oh, no.
Picked off. Overthrown and picked off. He's down the sideline. He's going to take it in.
That's unfortunate. That's just, that ball had some zip on it and just a little overthrown. And once that defender got his hands on the football, there was absolutely nobody between him and the end zone.
He caught that with a full head of steam, Josh, and there was nobody close, no way to catch him. And so
just a tough break.
Yeah, Queen City touchdown there. That pass had some zip on it, Josh, as you mentioned, and it was definitely something. It just overthrown.
Oh,
Now,
that's blocked.
Grace returns the favor and blocks an extra point themselves. So it will remain a 7-point game. 7:35 remaining in the first quarter. Queen City leads 13-6. And as we're getting set for the kickoff, let me just update you guys on a couple of things. So we have a camera that has been ordered. It is on the way. It's supposed to arrive on Tuesday. And it is a camera that all of the movement of the camera and the zooming in and out of the camera is actually done through a joystick. And so
a lot smoother experience.
I think it's going to make for a much smoother experience to follow the action, and not only that, but to be able to zoom in and out on the fly. So we're looking forward to that piece of equipment being in. And then we're also working on a way. We brought something with us tonight to try, but the Queen City scoreboard is not conducive for the game clock option that we were looking at. As that ball is kicked off, and that's going to be Stanley, fair catch at the 30-yard line. Grace will start at the 30. So I will update you frequently on the game clock as we know that it's not on the screen. But again, we're working on a couple of different options. The software company that we use for the production has a beta program for game clock operation. And so there's some things being worked through there. We're working on a couple of options ourselves. But I will update you frequently. 7:33 remaining in the first quarter here. Queen City leading 13-6 as Grace begins this drive. And that's going to be a give to BA, and he's in trouble in the backfield, but he blocks or steps out of it. And, Josh, what a great job to get almost back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, just really nowhere to go on that one. He was able to pop it outside, but, again, there was a Queen City defender there, rode him all the way to the sideline, and Grace starts this drive going backwards.
So they end up with a loss of 2 there. I thought his forward progress got him closer to the line of scrimmage, but they did not give that to him. So Grace looking at 2nd and 12 as we go under 7 minutes remaining in the first quarter. BA is going to go in motion out of the backfield. Snap to Etheridge. He's looking deep down the seam. A little bit of a miscommunication between Porter and Etheridge there. Porter looked like he was stopping on a 10-yard route, and Etheridge thought he was going.
Yeah, it looked like quarterback thought he was going to keep running. It looked like Porter may have found a soft spot there to sit, and just were unable to be on the same page on that. Would have been a first down. So big third down coming up here.
Etheridge is back, got a free rusher coming at him. He's going to run. Lots of room out here, 30, 35, 40, and he's going to be taken down at midfield. And we got a late flag coming in. And we got a flag all the way on the other side of the field as well. I'm wondering what the flag on the other side of the field is about.
Yeah, 2 flags down.
I think this flag on the near side, Josh, I think it's going to be for a blind side block.
Yeah, and unnecessary too.
And I don't know if it was completely blind side or
we got holding on the defense.
Holding on the defense.
And a personal foul on the offense.
So at least we get offsetting penalties there. So offsetting penalties, we're going to back up and try 3rd and 12 again.
And that negates just a fantastic run there by the quarterback. What I loved about that run, even though it doesn't count, is he had an opportunity to run out of bounds.
He did not do it.
He said, I think I can get about 5 more yards.
And he got him.
He did.
All right, 6:30 left in the first quarter. Clock is running. 3rd and 12 for the Cougars. Etheridge in the backfield, BA to his left. 3 wide receivers far side. BA is going to come out of motion again. Free rusher again. Quick pass looking for BA, and it's just too long. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Yeah, he had pressure right in his face that time. Really hard to, wasn't able to set his feet. I don't know if the defender got a piece of his arm when he threw that, but it came out kind of wobbly, and that's going to force a 4th down here.
So with the 4th down here, Cole Stanley is going to go back as the punter for Grace. It skips back to him. He gets away a booming punt. Fair catch called for and made at the 36-yard line.
No, fair catch is
So now the Grace defense has an opportunity to come out, force another stop.
This is the worst field position that Queen City's had tonight, Josh.
Yeah, and it's still pretty good field position.
It's still pretty good field position. It sure is.
So now looking at the formation here, I'm not sure if Queen City is running multiple quarterbacks tonight.
I believe they are.
This is the guy that beat us in the first drive.
He's going to hand it off, coming to the near sideline, trying to turn the corner. He's not able to do it. Great tackle. That's Cole Stanley.
Yeah, he's been kind of all over the place.
Yeah, that was great pursuit for Stanley there. That holds it to a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, that one looked like it had potential to be a lot more than that. Just a great job to wrap him up, get him down, and force a long 2nd down here. So again, they're in a type of wishbone formation.
Fumble.
Oh, fumble.
He has to just fall on it. So that's going to back them up behind the chains.
Yeah, it looked like Queen City had a lot of confusion there. The 2 running backs flanking the quarterback switched places about 2 or 3 times. Had the coach yelling from the sideline, and then I couldn't tell if he just dropped the ball or if it was an exchange issue, but nonetheless, long 3rd down here as they lose a couple more yards. So big opportunity for Grace here to make another stand and put the ball back in the hands of their offense.
Clock running as we hit 4:40 remaining in the first quarter. Third and 13 for Queen City, and we're going to get a timeout here. Queen City coach was not very happy with the things he was seeing out there. And so that's going to be the first timeout for Queen City. And we'll take it with them. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Grace Game Day. 4:31 remaining in the first quarter. Queen City leading 13-6. They scored on the first play of scrimmage on a 52-yard score. Shotgun snap here on 3rd and 13. Pressure coming. Swing pass out into the flat. And he's going to catch it, but he doesn't get anywhere near what he needed. That was Andrew Gardner that led the way there. About 3 or 4 Cougars jumped on him quickly.
Yeah, just hoping to get the ball in space and try to make a play, but just absolutely nowhere to go.
Grace defense has shown great ability to pursue quickly.
Yeah, pursuit and then the ability to make tackles in the open field, which is always one of the hardest tackles to make. And we've got another timeout here by Grace.
Would be a timeout charge to the Cougars. Their first of the half.
All right. And we'll take it with them. We'll be right back. We're back on Grace Game Day. 4th and 11. 3:49 remaining in the first quarter. Grace looking to get the ball back here. And it's a fake. He's running, looking to throw. Now he tries to punt it. And it is, oh no, picked up by Grace. I think they fell on it. I sure hope so.
It looks like he did.
Yeah, he did.
Almost a disaster by Queen City, and then almost a disaster followed it up by Grace there.
Oh, man, I'm telling you.
And I was going to say, I think the reason for the timeout just a second ago is they were kind of watching for that fake. So Grace seemed to be aware that they were going to try some trickery there, and just great job not to be fooled. And now Grace gets excellent field position here. See if we can recapture some of that momentum we had on that first offensive possession.
.337 remaining, and they're going to blow that play dead. Etheridge knew that they had somebody across that time. That boy was 4 yards into the backfield.
And Etheridge, being the quarterback, is like, let us have the free play.
Right. First down and 5. Line of scrimmage is the 37. Shotgun snap to Etheridge. Gives it to B.A. And he breaks a tackle. Still not going to get anywhere, but I'll tell you what, he's hard to bring down.
Yeah. He took on that entire defensive line almost by himself. But I think he's actually going to lose a couple yards, or at least a yard. But he's the kind of running back that he makes you feel his presence even if you tackle him. And that's the kind of physicality that'll wear down a defense as the game goes on.
Yes. They're going to give it to B.A. He puts his foot in the ground and gets downhill to the 30-yard line.
And that looks like enough for a first down.
That is first down yardage. Strong running by B.A., who is, Josh, just a sophomore.
Yeah, big, strong body. He's got huge legs, but right there showed you just how quick he can be to hit the line of scrimmage, pick up that first down, and Grace is on the move here.
Fresh set of downs. It's going to be another give to B.A. This time they get him in the backfield. Loses a couple.
Yeah, just tough. Just lost the battle up front that time, and Queen City was able to get great penetration into the backfield and just nowhere for him to go, not able to get it ahead of steam, not able to plant his feet, just kind of wrapped up and thrown backwards for a loss.
Want to get this drive back on schedule here. He's looking deep down the right sideline for Porter. Just overthrew him.
He had him too.
Oh man, Josh, the defender jumped on that pump fake to the sideline. Oh,
yeah, Etheridge knows it too. He put his hands immediately on his head. That perfect execution, wide open. Man, he would have walked into the end zone on that one, but just slightly overthrew him, and now we have 3rd and long.
Third down, Etheridge getting some signals from the sideline, giving direction to his offensive line. 4 wide receivers set for Grace. Looks for B.A. on a screen. He's inside the 30, gets a block, lowers his shoulder at the sideline. And it's going to bring up 4th and about 4.
And you got to think you're going for it here.
I think that might be closer to 4th and 5, Josh.
I'll bring up 4th and 4 for the Cougars.
And it does look like the offense is going to stay on the field.
1:15 remaining in the first quarter. Clock is running.
It's kind of that spot on the field where you're a little too far, where you're going to try a field goal, but you're too close to punt, so you're just going to go for it here on 4th down and hope your offense can pick up these 5 yards.
Etheridge rolling out, looking down the field. He's going to try to run for it. Lowers his shoulder and runs over somebody.
Did he get there?
Stretches for it.
Did he get there?
I think he did, Josh. And he did. First down. That came on the sheer strength of Etheridge.
My goodness.
Great effort there on the carry. Picks up the first down for the Cougars. It'll be 1st and 10 right at the 20-yard line.
He just completely ran over somebody basically right at the line of scrimmage, and then he pushed the pile.
Yeah, he earned that first down. What a run. What will, determination. And it looks like Grace is going into a wildcat formation here, and it's going to cause a timeout by Queen City as they're kind of caught unprepared for that formation.
So there's a timeout for Queen City. That's their 2nd of the quarter. We got 53 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And Queen City's only got one more timeout remaining for the half. While they are taking this timeout, I want to take a moment and appreciate some of our sponsors. We've got some people that have partnered with us to sponsor Grace Game Day, and want to say a great big thank you to them. First of all, I'd like to say thank you to Hager Law, Family Law, and what a great job they do just helping protect families. And so if you ever are in need, the Hager Law Firm will be able to take great care of you. Would also like to say a big thank you to Monette Taylor. She's an Allstate insurance agent. Her office is in White House. And if you have any insurance needs, if you'd like for somebody to just review your policy and take a look at it, Monette Taylor and her team will do that. They will just give you an honest review, and they'll take good care of you. And we appreciate her for her support.
Absolutely.
Matter of fact, Josh, Grace has picked up a few of those all-state first downs tonight.
They absolutely have. And none bigger than that last one there. Was big fourth down conversion, setting up this first down here inside the red zone. And again, we're going back to that Wildcat formation.
B.A., the lone person in the backfield, and he's going to run toward that right side. He's
room.
got room.
Defender
Nice.
able to just get his hand on his foot, but, man, it looked like that was about to go into something much bigger.
I'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Nice 8-yard gain there. They're going to stay in that same formation. B.A. going to run up the middle, dragging some Bulldogs with him down near the 10-yard line. There were flags on the play.
Flag on the field.
It's going to be a legal formation.
False start.
Oh, false start. I apologize. That's going to move us back.
That'll bring up
It's going to be 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
And Etheridge is going to return to the field now. 2nd down and 8.
I do like that Wildcat formation, though. They showed that they can run off of that.
Yeah.
You get an extra blocker in there, and it was able to give Etheridge a breather after that big run on 4th down just a moment ago.
Yeah, that's just a wrinkle that has to be accounted for by the defense for sure. 2 wide receivers to each side for Grace on this 2nd down and 8. And that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That'll be the end of the first quarter. Your score, Dogs 13.
So at the end of one, Queen City leads 13-6. And we'll be right back after this for the start of the second quarter. Welcome back to Grace Game Day. We're getting ready for the start of the second quarter. Grace trailing by 7.
But it does have good food.
It's a beautiful evening for the first game of the season, Josh. These are normally times when we're still battling 90-plus, sometimes 95-plus degree temperatures. And we had a game time temperature tonight of 74. One could only dream, right?
Yeah.
74 degrees. And
just a beautiful night for football.
Absolutely beautiful night.
Second and 8 for the Cougars to start off.
So now we're going to start the second quarter. Shotgun snap to Etheridge. Looking over the middle. Wide open. Touchdown, Cougars. Elijah Hicks.
Just a beautiful play drawn up there. And I don't know if it was a busted coverage or what happened, but, man, there was nobody within 10 yards of him. And just a pitch and catch for a touchdown, and Grace is an extra point away from tying this ball game up.
Josh, he was wide open. And Etheridge put it right on him.
Yeah, it don't get much easier than that.
Hicks, the holder. Josiah King to kick. Good snap and hold. The kick is up, and it is good.
Extra point is right down the center.
That one would have been good from about 40 yards.
I'm telling you, he drilled that one, didn't he?
Yeah, he's got a leg on him.
He drilled that one. All right, so, hey, 6 seconds into the second quarter.
We got a flag on the play. It's going to be declined.
Yeah, declined.
Unsportsmanlike, I think. We'll take the point, and we'll
hey,
take the tied ball game.
That's a dead ball foul, and that should be assessed on the kickoff. I'm thinking they might have jumped.
You know what?
Did they use leverage to try to block it? Was that?
I didn't see. I was too busy.
I
wasn't all at that 40-yard extra point he kicked. That thing went all the way past the track over there.
Watching that thing go all the way back to Atlanta, right?
I know it. He almost kicked it back to Tyler. What are you talking about?
Oh, man. Thank you for tuning in to Grace Game Day tonight, everyone. We are so glad to be your front row seat to Grace Athletics. And we are working on a couple of things to just continue improving as we move along throughout this season. And got some exciting things on the way, so we're looking forward to that.
It's going to be a great year. As we're all knotted up here in the second quarter.
And this time, he sends it deep. Josh, that landed 8 yards deep in the end zone.
Yeah, maybe I was wrong earlier when I said this is 4-down territory because it's too far for a field goal. I don't know if there's any place on the field that's too far for a field goal. You might have a Brandon Aubrey situation where the Cowboys are like, let's just get to midfield and then we can at least get 3 points. Good night. He kicked the mess out of that one.
That ball traveled 68 yards in the air. That was a solid kick. $11:54 remaining in the first half. We are still very early in the second quarter. Queen City comes out on offense. Josh, they've got some unique formations.
They really do.
Got some bunch trips to the right there. Looked like there was some early movement on the line there. Solid defense right there for Grace.
Yeah, and again, going back to outside of that first play of the game, the Grace defense has been very stingy.
Yes.
We've got one long touchdown pass on a broken play, and we've got a pick six where Etheridge just slightly overthrows his receiver enough for the defender to catch on the sideline. Outside of those two scores, Grace's defense has really been stingy and really making it difficult for Queen City to move the ball.
Shotgun snap. He's going to hand it off. Nice cut there in the backfield. But
good
that
job.
hole closes quickly.
I need to see who that was getting off the floor right there.
That's Gardner again.
Gardner, yep.
Called his name a few times tonight. Josh, on that previous play, that was Wyatt Buchanan, a freshman, that led the way on that first play of this drive. Then Gardner comes in and just a strong arm tackle there.
I mean, it looked like the running back was about to break free for quite a big gain, and he got one hand on him and just slung him back down. That's a strong defender right there. Great play, force a long third down.
3rd and 8. 10:35 remaining in the second quarter. And it's going to be a play-action fake, rolling and throwing on the run. It's caught at the 30. He's got first down yardage across the 40. And finally, he's not brought down. I thought he was going out of bounds, but he spun right back in. All the way into Cougar territory at the 42-yard line.
I do apologize to the viewers as I lost half of that play because my hand fell off of the camera.
We're ready for that new camera to be in, Josh. We're ready.
We are ready. I did get that nasty spin move, though. Goodness gracious.
We've got an injury timeout here. I also want to say a big thank you to another sponsor, Josh, Scoop and Grind. Scoop and Grind is a coffee shop right down the road from the upper campus. If you leave the Grace upper campus, turn right and go toward Chapel Hill. When you get to 64, take a left, and they will immediately be on your left. It's a red building. I think it's a red building. I know they got a red sign. But Scoop and Grind, man, a great place. We'll talk more about that in a second. Handoff, he bounces it to the near sideline. And once again, good pursuit there. That was Josiah King.
Yeah, able to prevent a much longer run. Looks like he just got about 3 yards on that one. Just great job to continue pursuing there on the sideline.
It's going to bring up second down. Josh, at Scoop and Grind, it's a coffee shop, but not just a coffee shop. The Scoop has to come into play, and I'll tell you what the Scoop is. Can I tell you about the Scoop?
I need to hear about the Scoop. What's the Scoop on the Scoop?
Ice cream.
Well, now you're speaking my language.
Ice cream and coffee shop. And we'll talk more about that after this play. 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap. He's going to hand it off. Trouble in the backfield. He's able to bounce outside. We got a flag down as he gets down to the 30-yard line before he is escorted out of bounds. But we've got a flag sitting right there on the 4 of the 40-yard line.
And that's coming back.
It's a holding against the Bulldogs. That'll bring that play back.
Man, good job that time by the running back for Queen City. Looked like he was dead to rights there in the backfield and somehow was able to get out and pick up a big gain, but holding negates that run. So it's going to set up a long second down here, and Grace at a great position to try to get this ball back.
Yeah, you get him behind the chains. It's 2nd and 17. You want to keep him behind the chains.
Absolutely.
8:59 remaining until halftime as the Bulldogs are backed all the way up to the Cougars' 49. Shotgun snap, play action fake, quick pass. It's caught inside the 45, but Stanley closes quickly and holds it to a 7-yard gain. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10.
Yeah. Good job that time. Being where you're supposed to be. But back to the Scoop.
Back to the Scoop. So it's an ice cream and coffee shop, Josh. When it comes to ice cream, they have Bluebell ice cream in several flavors, and they also have Tillamook ice cream. And I'm just going to tell you right now, that is the best peanut butter milkshake I've ever had in my life. And, again, it's, I guess, probably about 2, maybe 3 miles away from the upper campus. So definitely go in to Scoop and Grind. They've got a drive-through available. Go see Lori. She'll fix up something good for you. Play action fake. He's going to run.
And he's
not getting there. Taken out down after about a yard by Christian Henry, the junior.
Richardson picks up.
Brings up 4th and 9.
About a yard on the keeper. It'll bring up 4th and 9.
Looks like they're going to set up a punt here.
$7:42 remaining until halftime. Clock is running. It's 4th and 9 for Queen City. And Queen City just burned their final timeout of the half.
Charge to the Dogs, their last of the half.
So Queen City is out of timeouts for the rest of this half. Grace still has 2 in their pocket. 7:35 remaining until halftime. We have another sponsor that has a shop that's really not very far away from the Grace Upper Campus as well. It's East Texas Nutrition, and they are located next to the Green Acres Church there in the Green Acres Shopping Center.
Very good, very good.
And they've got the loaded teas, and they have protein bites. They do something I love. They've got protein bites that have those little mini M&Ms in them, and I just, that brings out the child in me. So
absolutely. I mean, if I've got to eat protein, put some candy in there. I'll definitely eat that protein.
Offense back on the field now for Queen City. 4th and 9. Left-handed quarterback is back, looking down the field, still looking. Now he's going to throw toward the middle.
And he got it.
And it's caught down to the 20-yard line. That looked like backyard football.
It did. Had all day to throw that, though, man. On 4th down, you'd like to see a little more pressure on the quarterback. There was 5 Cougars around that receiver, but, man, he just found the one soft spot, and that quarterback was able to deliver a strike.
Josh,
pick up a first down.
I thought that pass was going toward the receiver that was 5 yards further downfield, and I was excited because if that pass was going to him, Doak Porter was going to intercept that. But instead, it was caught at the 20 for a first down. It's going to be a handoff, puts his foot in the ground and tries to go downhill. He's going to get a couple of yards. Pushes forward for another one.
And turns a 1 yard gain into about a 5 yard gain.
Jason Joffrey picks up 4 yards on the carry.
Strong running that time.
The second down for the Dogs.
All the way down to the 16-yard line. Three wide receiver set, 2 running backs in the backfield. And you could almost say 3 running backs in the backfield the way Queen City's run their offense tonight.
Yeah, for sure.
Quick pass, caught inside the 15, and he's going to be close to first down yardage. I believe they're going to mark him at the 12. The official on the far side is marking it at the 13. The official on the near side that was closer to it marked it at the 12.
Yeah, so it's going to be a 3rd and 3.
Now they come together.
So 3rd and 2 coming up.
Third and 2, 5:42 remaining until halftime. Clock is running. We have motion. Oh, that running back was leaning, no flags. Quarterback having to double back and go the other way.
Over pursued that one.
Stumble,
Oh!
fumble, and I think Grace is on it. Did they get to it before it went out of bounds?
I don't think so. But, man, that quarterback blew up.
He looked like he had first down yardage, and he stumbled, and it cost him dearly.
Man.
Josh, the running back for Queen City, left early, and then I saw a very, very blatant holding penalty. But that was right about the time that the quarterback was doubling back to go the other way.
Yeah.
But either way, it brings up 4th and 3 for Queen City.
And that was almost dangerous because Grace kind of over pursued there to the inside. Nobody had outside contain, and the quarterback had a lot of green space. And now, again, quarterback
Back and
all
looking
day.
under pressure. He's going to roll back toward the sideline, throwing deep down the field.
Oh, he dropped it on 4th down.
Dropped in the end zone.
Oh.
Doak Porter was asking why he didn't get a pass interference on the offense there.
I mean, he got shoved in the back as he's going up to make that interception.
Yeah, that's right in front of the official. You'd like to see. He might not have brought his flag, Josh. He left it at home.
Yeah, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
It's a new season, and he forgot that he was supposed to bring one of those yellow flags with him.
But all's well that ends well, as the penalty is not called, but man, just a great break for Grace as he drops a sure touchdown in the end zone. I think the receiver might have thought Porter was going to intercept that as it was just barely over his fingertips. But either way, Grace has the ball. 5 minutes to go here in the first half, 13-13. Let's put together a good drive, and let's get one of those touchdowns before halftime. What do you say?
Hey, I'd like that. I'll tell you what I'd take right now. If we're taking orders, here's what I'd take.
Put it in.
A 5-minute drive for a touchdown, since there's 5:05 left on the clock. That's what I'll take right here before halftime.
Play clock running down, and we're going to have to call a timeout.
Grace going to use a timeout here. They've got one remaining for the half.
Yeah, they were still trying to get into position there with about 5 seconds left on the play clock, and Coach Russell has to call a timeout.
5:05 remaining until halftime. We're all knotted up at 13 here in Queen City. Grace is starting this drive at their own 13-yard line after a turnover on downs. As Queen City, Josh converted one 4th down on that drive, but was not able to convert the second one.
Yeah, And now Grace with a long field in front of them, looking to establish some momentum, some rhythm here. A great time to hold the ball, move the ball efficiently, and get some points before halftime.
Shotgun formation for Grace. Looking to take this ball downfield. Snap to Etheridge. He's looking toward the sideline, incomplete. That was Stanley, the intended receiver.
Looks like he might be a little shaken up after that.
Five minutes exactly remaining until halftime. 2nd and 10 for Grace. It's going to be a handoff to B.A. Cuts back up into the middle of the field, and he's going to get up near the 20-yard line. Looks like they'll mark him at the 19.
Makes it a manageable 3rd down here.
That'll bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, 3rd and 4 here it looks like. Clock running now, 4:35 left in the half. Here's a snap to Etheridge. He's looking far sideline and throws it behind the intended receiver.
He had him on that one too.
Yeah, he was looking for Dylan Stinson. Incomplete, brings up 4th down, and I think at this end of the field,
yeah, you're going to punt this away.
You got to punt it away. .4:23 remaining in the half. The punt returner is standing at the Grace 40-yard line. Does he remember the punt that Stanley unleashed last time?
Unless he's preparing for another.
Snap skips in again. And this punt lands at the 42-yard line on the other end of the field. Takes a Queen City bounce up to the 45. But his anticipation on that was about 20 yards off, unless there was no thoughts of return at all on that. We're just going to let them kick it, and wherever it stops is where we'll start.
Yeah, now the Grace defense comes out. Didn't get that long of a rest, so you hope that they're not starting to get a little worn down with how long they've had to be on the field here in the first half. You'd love to see a quick 3-and-out or a turnover, something to get this defense a little bit more rest.
Josh, that's back-to-back snaps on the punt that have skipped to Stanley, and he's handled them well.
He has great concentration to pick that ball up. That can't be easy when you know the defense is bearing down on you. And you've got to try to pick that up and try to get that punt off as we have a –
fakes it to the first running back, gives it to the second one, and he weaves his way for about 3 yards.
Yeah, that's kind of reminiscent of some of that old triple option offense.
Yeah, play action fake to the running back on the left, then turn and give it to the one on the right. Patient running there, gains him about 4 yards. I think they're officially calling it 3. It's a quick pass, caught at the 45-yard line.
Just a lot of cushion.
He's going to get down to the 40 in Grace territory.
Pickup of about 11 yards on the play. And good for Queen City Bulldogs. First down.
3:30, the clock running. First and 10 for Queen City at the Grace 40-yard line. It's a handoff, and once again, bouncing back the other way with lots of room to the 30, and breaks a tackle, gets across the 25, and finally brought down.
Goodness gracious.
With a big pickup on the play.
Looks like he's dead to rights once again and just able to reverse field, and again, over pursuit from the defense, and once he turns the corner right there, there's nobody there to contain the outside, and he's just able to go pick up that first down.
Yeah, tons of company with him in the backfield coming to the near sideline. Just, I don't like this way. Let's turn around and go the other way. It's going to be a handoff running to the far sideline. Gardner is there, I believe.
Miles Booth with the carry.
One of the Queen City offensive linemen was being very efficient on his block there.
That's one way to put it.
To the point that one of his coaches was yelling, "Stop." So Grace will take a timeout now. That's their last timeout of the half. So neither team has a timeout remaining for the half. We've got 2:37 remaining in the second quarter. And we're tied up at 13, but Queen City is on the move. Just a beautiful evening. As Josh, we're set up here on top of the press box here in Queen City. Rocks a little bit more than I would like for it to.
Yeah, a little bit more than I'm comfortable with, but we definitely feel the reaction of the fans every time there's a reaction to be had.
But what a great night it is. It's 71 degrees right now.
Just perfect weather.
You don't get to say that very much in August in Texas.
And no humidity either, just coolness in the air.
Handoff coming near sideline. Cuts back in inside the 20, and he's going to get down to the 16-yard line.
And this is going to come back again.
Yep. Got a flag right in the middle of the field. The signal is holding from the officials. That was Gardner that was pursuing again on that play. We've called his name quite a few times tonight.
Yeah, he's just been everywhere.
Second down at the 30-yard line for the Dogs.
So now we got a 2nd and 15. And again, Grace in a great position, got him behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Let's see if we can capitalize.
Clock running, 2:15 remaining in the first half. And the running backs bump into each other.
That's great tackle. Yeah, it looked like kind of confusion there on the running backs.
And Elijah Hicks just said, "Here, I'll take you. Come on." So back to the 34-yard line now. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. That is something new for high school football, is that now we do have a 2-minute warning where just as they do in the NFL, the clock will stop, and it's an official timeout. And so that's where we're at right now. 1:58 remaining in the half. And Queen City facing a 3rd and very long. Guys, we will be looking to make a network adjustment at halftime. In communicating with Queen City this week, we were told that we would have Wi-Fi connection right here in the press box, be very strong connection. We got here and we were blocked on their network. We streamed to YouTube. YouTube was blocked, and so they were not able to get it unblocked for us, so we had to rely on our hotspot. Here's the snap. Pressure in the backfield. That pass is dropped, and it's going to be 4th and long with 1:54 remaining.
Yeah, that works out for Grace because the clock is going to stop on an incomplete pass.
So I'm seeing, guys, that the camera is lagging a little bit. We're going to try to adjust the network at halftime. I did get a text from the IT person here in Queen City asking for our IP address to try to unblock us on their network. So hopefully we can change networks and have a stronger connection for the second half. We just have had to rely on our hotspot for this first half. And in Queen City, AT&T nor Verizon are actually just really, really great. Shotgun snap on fourth down. He's rolling, looking, throws deep, and it is caught, but it's short of the first down.
Great job reeling that in. The ball was underthrown. He had to come back for it, pick it up with his fingertips, and just not enough for a first down, so Grace is going to take over. With 1:47 left in the first half.
So, yeah, we're going to attempt to get the IP address for our stream unblocked from their network here. And so if we're able to successfully do that, or if I say we, if their IT people are able to successfully do that, then we should have a much stronger connection for the second half. Quick pass out to BA. He's up across the 20. First down yardage. That's an all-state first down for Grace.
And able to get out of bounds, which is key.
Pick up a
Clock stops with 1:40 remaining in the half.
first down for the Cougars.
First down at the 27. Shotgun snap. He's looking for BA again. Caught. Nice play. Oh, my goodness. What a juke. Still running across the 40. Across midfield. Look out. 40. It's a foot race to the 30. Running toward the sideline and finally caught at the 21-yard line.
Oh, my goodness. I think the kids say it made him touch dirt.
Josh, that juke at around the 40, 45-yard line was
that almost tore my ACL.
Absolutely filthy.
Set up at the 21. 22-yard.
My goodness.
What a play. Oh, man. And he's still in the field. You know he's winded.
I'm tired. Etheridge is back. Looking. Gonna run. And dives down across the 20-yard line.
All right, we got to go now. 50 seconds.
Takes off for 4 yards. Gowden with the tackle.
Let's go a little quicker.
36 seconds. Clock running. 30 seconds. Clock still running. Snap to Etheridge. Hand off to BA. Cuts.
Oh, we got an injury.
Alexander picks up about 4. That'll bring up third down.
10 seconds.
The official just threw the ball to one of the Grace offensive linemen. And Etheridge spikes it with 4 seconds.
With 4 seconds left in the half.
Man, 2 plays cost us a minute of game time. It looked like there was an injured, hobbled player on Queen City, kind of slowing things up, and referees just kind of let the play run, and now we're going to try a field goal.
Josiah King out to kick what looks to be about a 32-yard field
Josiah King for a 33-yard attempt from the left hash.
That'll probably be our final play of the half.
And if he gets the leg under it, he got on that extra point a while ago.
Snap. The hold is down. The kick is away. And it is good by a long shot.
Yeah, he'd have hit that one from about 50.
Wow. Great job there by King. that's a weapon in high school football, Josh, when you've got a kicker you can rely on.
Yeah.
All right, it is halftime. So we are going to turn the camera on the field so you can enjoy the festivities, at least for the moment. If we are able to change networks, we will have to stop this stream and we will start another one. But we'll communicate with you before we do that. But if we're able to change networks here, then we'll have to stop the stream, start a new one, and we'll see what happens there. We'll communicate. But in the meantime, we're turning the mics toward the field so you can enjoy the halftime performances.
This side over here is dead.
Want to reach over here to our strip?
Oh, I didn't bring an extension cord because I had one in the truck. I didn't bring it because it was.
You don't have an extra extension cord, do you?
No, if y'all don't need this one though, I'm good because this one's live.
Oh yeah, no, we don't need that. We're good.
I wonder why it went to battery power, and I'm like, it's been plugged in the whole time.
I like how the guardrail inefficient.
Oh, I know.
You lean on that
Definitely
thing.
not OSHA. Definitely not OSHA certified.
No. You almost fell off the back, didn't you?
Bro, I was walking earlier when we first got here, and I was walking behind these chairs, and I reached over to touch this, and the whole rail did like this. Oh.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. To begin your halftime entertainment tonight, please welcome to the field the Grace Community High School Varsity Cheerleaders.
Y'all are getting power out of it?
On the bottom one, yeah. If you got an extension cord,
Yeah,
we got a power
The
strip here.
25-26 GCS cheerleadership team is Captain Scarlett Moser.
It hadn't even been used yet.
Spirit Ambassador Olivia Pareda. Spirit Ambassador Grace Wilson. The Cougar cheerleaders are led by coaches Maggie and Stephen Kane.
Yeah.
The Cougarettes will be led onto the field tonight by head dance captain Allie Madison. Enjoy their strut onto the field to This Is Sparta, played by our high school drumline.
halftime entertainment, Queen City High School is proud to present the 2025 Band of Champions. Tonight, the band will be performing its show, Caged. The drum majors are Chloe Vess, and assistant drum major is Hunter Warren. Soloists tonight are Hunter Warren and Tanner Lund. Winter Needens, Hayden Steven, Jaden Jordan, and Lindsey Stewart. Directors are Billy Vess, Kim Madlock, Amanda Cave, Kristen Childress, and Mr. Cave. Section of the week is the trumpets. Monday night marchers are the bass drums. And freshman of the week is Sydney Tyson. All right, the winners of the project graduation yard signs are Donnie P., Jenny Thomas, and Holly Brown. The winner of the paw print, Renly Griggs. The winner will win free admission to the mini cheer camp on September 27th. The winner of the Bluetooth speaker from the Swaggin' Wagon, Courtney Allen. To collect all the winners need to head to the Swaggin' Wagon to pick up your prize. And congratulations.
Travis, do a backflip.
Yes, sir.
Let's hear it for the Bulldogs.
All right, welcome back to Grace Game Day as we're getting ready for the start of the second half. Your Grace Cougars are returning to the field.
Queen City's already lined up for the kickoff.
You know what, though? They're going to have to wait a minute. That's all I know. They're just going to have to wait a minute.
They were on the field and lined up, and we hadn't even come out of the tunnel yet. And I think they're amped up to get the second half started.
Grace claimed the lead as time expired in the first half on a, Josh, what was that, a 33?
Something like that, 33, 34-yard field goal. And now they'll get the ball to start the second half, so maybe we can get that score sandwich.
High kickoff into the smoke. Cole Stanley takes a fair catch at the 30-yard line. That's where Grace will start. And here we go. We're ready for the second half. Thank you for tuning in to Grace Game Day. We were not able to get YouTube unblocked on their network. And so, hotspot it is.
Some of the joys of calling games on the road. Never quite know what you're going to get into.
Never know what you're running into. No matter what they tell you.
Yeah.
No, they've been very kind,
very
hospitable to us, so we are cool with that.
Very thankful.
That's going to be Stanley up near first down yardage.
I think
see where they mark him.
He marked him just a hair short, it looks like. Oh, no, he's going to give him first down.
Let's move the chains. That's an all-state first down. All-state sponsoring Grace Game Day. Monette Taylor, the agent in White House. And that is an all-state first down on the first play of the second half.
Had a little jet sweep action.
I like it. I'll take it. Let's go. Handoff to B.A. Moving ahead. It's going to be about a 6-yard gain. Josh, B.A., for his size, it's a lot of strength in that body, but that he can move.
He is very shifty in the hole, and then when he gets space, he can really accelerate.
Yeah, he's just explosive.
Hard to bring down, and get 7 yards on a first down run. You can't script that much better.
And only a sophomore too. That's what's really fun. We're gonna get to call his name quite a bit over the next couple of years.
Absolutely.
Etheridge, he's going to run up the middle now, and he's got first down yardage into Queen City territory. It's another all-state first down.
Good solid running.
Etheridge picks up about 6 on the carry.
And good way to start this second half.
Be a first down at the 48-yard line.
Four wide receiver set for Grace. Quick pass out to Stanley. Makes the catch. Hits the sideline and gets another first down.
Good job. Just good rhythm right now. Coming out of half and just methodically moving the ball down the field pretty quickly here.
10-yard pickup on the play.
Yeah, that's another all-state first down to the 38 of the Bulldogs.
And that's what you want to see, efficient offense. Coming out of the second half, move the ball, establish a rhythm, set the tone.
And we're 2 minutes into this drive as the clock just hit 10 minutes.
Ooh,
Etheridge with
handoff.
a late handoff to B.A. Gets to the outside, down the sideline, 20. He's going to score.
What a run. And
Alexander takes it 38 yards into the end zone for a Grace Cougar touchdown.
What a run.
And just a great job on the delay as Queen City defenders ran right past B.A. And then next thing you know, he's got the ball running down the sideline for a touchdown.
That was kind of the old halfback trap from back in the day on Madden, and that's exactly what that was, essentially. And delayed handoff, and, man, great vision to get to the outside, and then it was just a foot race. That kick is up, and it is good. And so Grace, with a 2-minute and 13-second drive, they go 70 yards and take a 10-point lead now with that touchdown. And we will tell you a big thank you to another sponsor for Grace Game Day this year, Josh. It's Harley's. We want to say a big thank you to them.
Thank you, Mr. Harley.
Yes, sir. He's such a nice guy. I really enjoy just going in and talking to him. Gentlemen, if you are in need of any kind of men's apparel, anything, slacks, dress slacks, button-down shirts, nice polos, ties, sport coats, suits, anything like
Shoes,
that.
socks.
Shoes, socks. Go to Harley's. They are next to Dakota's Steakhouse behind the mall, and they'll take good care of you. Very, very nice stuff in there for men. Very stylish, high quality. It's just really a great, great place for men. So
it really is.
Go in there and see them. We appreciate their support this year.
King set the kick.
Grace with a 10-point lead now. 9:47 remaining in the third quarter. Josiah King puts his foot into that one. High, deep kick, taken 2 yards deep. He's going to come out to the 10, the 15, 20. Spins ahead to the 25-yard line. So he gets back to exactly where they would have started this drive if they took a touchback, except he just did it by getting tackled. So
multiple ways to do it, I guess.
Well, Josh, if I'm going to be, of course, this is my 39-year-old self talking. If I'm going to have the same starting point, I'd rather do the one that does not require somebody to hit me.
Yeah. But we're also at the stage of life where we get out of bed a little bit differently than these kids do.
The point of life where you catch a cramp sneezing and it's just
wake up with a sprained knee. Like, how'd that happen?
Oh, man. Shotgun snap. It's going to be a quick wide receiver screen. Caught at the 20, and Porter is there.
Again, great pursuit and great open field tackling by Porter there.
Porter fighting off the block. That's a 1-yard loss.
Well done. Well done.
Yard behind the line of scrimmage will be 2nd and 11.
It was a great job there by Doak Porter.
Yeah, they got the quarterback here that's more likely to throw the ball.
And he is back to pass, throwing over the middle.
Oh, and that's
bobbled
dropped.
And dropped.
He
a little bit behind him.
He heard Gardner coming.
He felt him right there on his hip.
Yeah, he knew he was about to get hit, and he got hit. He did. So he should have just held on to the football on that one.
Yeah,
because Gardner was unable to see what the ball was. He finished the play, and he planted him right in the middle of that field. Pun intended.
Yeah, he wasn't going to gain anything even if he caught it. So 3rd and 11. 8:54 left in the third quarter. 4 wide receivers set for the Bulldogs. Grace blitzing. Throws on the run, and it's caught. And their ball is loose. Let's see what the call is. I thought I heard a whistle.
I did too. I think he blew that dead.
I don't know that was blown. I don't know that it should have been blown dead. I think the ball was loose before he was down.
Also, don't know if that was quite enough for a first down, but.
And good for Queen City Bulldog. First down.
It looked like the stick was on the other side of the 35 here. And the ball is inside the 35, but they're going to give him a first down anyways.
Well, here we go. 1st and 10. What can you do?
He
fumble.
dropped it.
That's going to be an incomplete
pass.
So a jet sweep is actually technically a pass. And so with that hitting the ground, it's an incomplete pass.
Bring up 2nd down for the Dogs.
I was going to say, which is unfortunate because I think they were going to lose yardage on that play, but he was reversing field trying to pick the fumble up. And every time they've reversed field tonight, it's turned into an adventure. So we'll take the incomplete pass. 2nd and 10, 8:12 remaining in the third quarter. Motion pre-snap. Handoff. He's going to bounce it toward the near sideline. A lot of Cougars there.
Yeah, just wrapped up.
Gardner was there to help kind of finish him off a little bit. Connor Cheney was the first one that got to him.
Bring up third down.
It's going to bring up third and about 8. Let's try this, Josh. Third and a long 8 or a short 9. Just take whichever one you want.
Flip a coin.
Let's just stop him. How about that?
There you go.
Shotgun snap. Back and looking. Throws. It's caught on a – nope,
Oh,
dropped.
he dropped that.
He was trying to figure out how to get to the first down marker and didn't secure the catch.
Yeah, he took his eyes off the ball, was looking upfield, and just unable to bring it down. That brings up 4th down. And Grace does get that stop you were talking about.
Yes, sir. 7:28 remaining in the third quarter. Grace is going to play up just to make sure that
yeah, they've faked it a few times.
The quarterback that has run the ball quite a bit is back. And he's going to do a short kick, high, end over end, takes a nice Queen City bounce all the way down to the 20-yard line.
Punt is down to the 30-yard line.
That was a punt that rolled further than it went in the air.
Yeah, it hit the ground at just the right place and took a Queen City bounce. And so Grace will take over here on the 20-yard line, up 10, 23-13, looking to maybe pull away here in this third quarter and really put all the pressure back on Queen City. You know, most of the first half, it felt like Grace was kind of, you know, behind the sticks, and, you know, the momentum was on Queen City's side, and you had busted plays and turnovers. But now Grace has really started to make their imprint in this game, both on the offensive side and the defensive side. And now they're starting to be in control. You got a free play.
Etheridge is back. And he's going to be taken down right around the line of scrimmage. Ball comes out, but none of this is really going to matter.
No, because it's going to be an offsides on Queen City. Got him with the hard count.
The offside against the Dogs. Make it 1st and 5 for the Cougars.
So here we go, 1st and 5.
7:09, clock running now. Etheridge is back, rolling to the right. Now he's going to go up in the pocket, fumbles, and is able to get it back.
Uh-oh.
Kind of a heart-stopping moment there.
Etheridge is
We've got a couple of Bulldogs that are down on the ground.
We have an injury timeout.
Yeah, and players are immediately taking a knee, so this does not look good. We're praying this young man is okay.
Yeah,
There's 2 of them down. I didn't see the other one over there.
2 Bulldogs down. Josh, the one I was most concerned about by the way he went down was the one that just got up and is walking under his own power, so that's good to see.
Yeah, it looks like the other one doesn't have his helmet. Kind of hard to see with the crowd over there. We're not going to put the camera on the kid. We're just going to pray that he's okay. And
so they're out checking on him. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Grace Game Day. Both players have gotten up and walked off the field under their own power, so
we're very thankful for that.
Definitely glad to see that.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the two Queen City players collided on that play or not. We're just glad to see them able to get off the field, and hopefully they're just fine and can come back in this game as Grace now takes the field here on second down.
It's going to be a handoff to B.A., bouncing toward the far sideline. Splits a couple of defenders, and he's running across the first down marker.
What a strong run.
14 yards on the play. That's an all-state first down.
He's just so good in space, able to find the gaps. When it looks like from our vantage point there's no gaps there, he's able to find it, pick up the first down.
Yeah, first down for the Cougars at the 38-yard.
So Grace is now 1st and 10 at the 37. Clock running, 6:12 remaining in the third. And Stanley's going to come in at quarterback now as Etheridge goes out. Now Doak Porter coming onto the field.
We're going to get the playoff. 2-1.
And Grace is going to have to burn a timeout here.
It's a long time trying to get the subs in and the play called.
Yeah, timeout charge to the Cougars.
Stops the clock with 5:48 remaining in the third quarter. We'll take a break with them. We'll be back to Grace Game Day right after this. Welcome back to Grace Game Day. Your front row seat to Grace Athletics. Grace just had to use one of their timeouts, first timeout of the second half that they've used. They had to use that. They had some late substitutions on offense and were not able to get the play off in time. And so it's 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. Grace leading this game by 10, and Josh, as you mentioned earlier, really just looking on this drive to put some pressure on Queen City.
Yeah, with the way the game started, all the pressure kind of shifted to Grace right from the opening play. And now Grace is really starting to build momentum, establish their...
Stanley throws over the middle. His arm got hit as he threw, and it flutters to the ground. Second and 10.
That's tough when you got a defender in you just as you're trying to throw that football.
I'm telling you, that the defender was back there quick.
He got there fast.
Stanley stays in at quarterback. 4 wide receivers in formation for Grace. They're kind of stacked on each side. And Stanley's going to run this one, running toward the far sideline. And he is slung out of bounds after a gain of about 1.
Met by a host of Bulldogs around the end.
Josh, if you look across there, I see where my wife is sitting. Cohen is not next to her. So I look down at the railing, and Cohen is standing at the railing dancing.
He's ready. He is excited about Grace Cougars football.
He's been asking. He asks me just about every day when we get up. He said, Dad, is it Grace Game Day today? No, buddy, not today. Oh, man. 3rd and 9. Stanley is back. Etheridge back in. Gets it to B.A. Nice sidearm throw.
Again.
And B.A. leaving people grasping at the air. That's an all-state first down.
Man, we got a cramp on the Grace side.
Josh, I would like for you to take note of how far they bent Gardner's legs up,
Bro,
stretching him out.
If they'd have done that to me, they'd have had to have an ambulance to get me home.
Oh, my goodness. That gave a whole new meaning to head over heels or something like that.
Good not.
It's an all-state first down to get the Cougars into Bulldog territory at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, and they were able to get him stretched out quick. He got off the field pretty quick there. You can see it right when he fell, that cramp hit.
4:47 remaining in the third. Shotgun snap to Etheridge. He's back. Pressured. Steps out of it. He's got room. Looking to get to the corner. Steps back inside. Loses the football.
Oh, no.
And Queen City's going to get on that one.
Yeah, very loose with the football in that scramble. And as soon as he picked that up over his head, I knew disaster was probably coming. And
yeah, you got to keep that ball tight. It got kind of loose away from his body, and when he spun around off of one tackler, he got hit, and that's just hard to hold onto the ball that way. So.
Yeah, and there's been a couple of times he's put it on the ground and was able to get it back. That time, unfortunately, it fell right into the arms of the Queen City defense.
.435 remaining in the third quarter as Queen City takes over on their own 41-yard line. And we're going to get a free play here, going deep down the far sideline. Got a man, and great closing speed there by Doak Porter.
What a great job just getting back and getting his hand on that football. It is going to be a 5-yard penalty, but that would have been a touchdown had he not made the effort to get back.
Yeah, if he hadn't closed on that the way he did, that is 6 points for the Bulldogs. So great job there by Doak Porter, keeping points off the board. It'll be 1st and 5 for Queen City at the 46-yard line with 4:28 remaining in the third quarter.
For the Dogs.
Shotgun snap. He's going to hand it off. And just nowhere to go. Gardner and company. Looks like he was able to just barely get back to the line of scrimmage. And Gardner's cramping again.
Jason Joffrey makes it back to the line of scrimmage. The second down for the Dogs.
Wow. Oh, to be young again.
Gardner's like, nah, just stretch me out. I'll be fine. I'm staying on the field.
He is not coming out of this football game.
If I catch a cramp in my toe, I'm like, nah, take me out. I'm done. Second down. Quick pass caught right at the midfield stripe, and Porter keeps him from going anywhere after the catch.
Takes it to the 49-yard line.
It's going to bring up third down.
Be 3rd and 2 for the Dogs.
3rd and 2 from the Bulldog 49. They need the Cougar 49. Hard count. Now they're going to look to the sideline. Clock approaching 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Shotgun snap.
Oh, he lost the ball.
Lost it.
That's ours.
And Grace is on it.
Quarterback had no idea where the football went after dropping that snap. And Gautier able to just jump on it, as I don't think the running back was aware that there was a fumble, and the quarterback could not find the football. Great break for Grace after the fumble on the other end to get the ball right back in great field position.
Pretty much where they were.
Yeah, exactly where they were. So
2:57 remaining in the third quarter. So Grace is going to take over in Queen City territory with a great opportunity here to, once again, as we've already mentioned, but now it's just later in the game, a touchdown here starts to put some pressure on the Bulldogs.
Yeah. You start pushing the game up into the 3-score territory, and you can force a team out of their game plan.
Quick screen to BA. He's got room. First down and more. That's an all-state first down to the 28-yard line. That screen pass went
It's been
just out of the reach of the defender.
Yeah, and it's been very effective tonight. And it's a great play design. Get BA out in space. He's lethal. He's hard to tackle. Shifty. We've seen a couple of juke moves that have left us kind of speechless. And Grace gets another first down here inside the 30.
Clock running at 2:25 remaining in the third. Josh, I'll tell you what I'd do right now. I'd keep giving the ball to BA until they can figure out how to stop it.
Oh!
That pass is dropped.
Took his eyes off the ball.
Justice McQuay, he was thinking about his touchdown dance.
Yeah. He saw all that green field in front of him, and he just started running before he completed the catch, and that would have been 6.
That stops the clock with 2:19 remaining in the third quarter.
And I like that play call there because BA's been so effective on the screens. Yeah. Now you're starting to overplay the screen.
Yeah.
Get the slant in the middle of the field there. Nobody was there.
They're doing what I'm up here saying. Well, they're just going to keep giving the ball to him because it's working. Well, then they stand up and throw a pass. Just weren't able to make the connection. BA bouncing outside, out of bounds after about a 4-yard gain. Stops the clock with 2:13 remaining in the third quarter.
That'll bring up third down for the Cougars.
Third down. Third and about 7. I'm going to identify with the scoreboard and go with its 1st and 10 because that's what the scoreboard says. It's got to be right, right? Third down for the Cougars. Etheridge looking to the sideline, giving some instruction to the offensive line. Shotgun snap, give to BA, following a block. Going to have to bounce outside, and he's not able to get there. Nice pursuit that time by the Bulldogs.
A great tackle on the play by Trenton Bell.
So now we've got a 4th down.
Loss of 4, and we have an injury timeout.
Looks like another cramp. Josh, it's cool tonight, but there is still definitely an element of humidity in the atmosphere.
And first game of the season.
A couple of Queen City players are taking the opportunity and getting stretched out themselves. It's going to be 4th and looks like 4th and 10. And we'll see what Grace decides to do. You'd be looking at about a 46-yard field goal attempt from right here.
Yeah.
1:54 remaining in the third quarter. We'll see what they do.
Looks like I
think the offense is going to stay on the field.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, this is that spot, Josh, where if you were to punt it and it ended up being a touchback, you're getting 3 yards out of the deal. So why not go for it and see what happens?
So big 4th down here. Let's see what Grace has up their sleeve on 4th and 10.
3 wide receiver set. BA in the backfield to the left of Etheridge. Here's the snap. He's back, steps up in the pressure. Pocket collapsing around him, and he's going to go down at the 26-yard line. That's a gain of about 2. And Queen City is going to take over.
So both defenses now starting to get their footing. And
the 1st and 10 Dogs.
1:23 remaining in the third quarter. Grace holding on to a 10-point lead. They've held this lead since, Josh, since the 9:43 point of the third quarter. Four wide receiver set. He's back. Pressure coming. Throws on the run. And it's caught somehow.
How in the world did he get that in there?
Great coverage by Porter.
Last's pass is complete to Belt.
That's a 9-yard gain.
Yeah, and this quarterback that's in for Queen City, he's their thrower.
Yes.
So if you see him on the field, you know you got to keep your coverage tight. He does a great job of moving the pocket and throwing on the run. Able to get another completion there.
2nd and 1. 45 seconds remaining in the third. Clock is running. Quick pass. Intercepted by Gardner. He's running away at the 20. Inside the 15 and finally taken down at the goal line.
I wanted him to get that touchdown.
Give the man the score. 29 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Grace taking over at the Bulldog 1-yard line.
Wow. He put his head down. He wanted that touchdown, and he fell just short. Great play. Man, Gardner's been everywhere.
He has been all over the field tonight. And all the times in this quarter that he's cramped up, and then to run like that. And Josh, right now Gardner's coming on the field, and it looks like he's going to be in the Wildcat. Give that man the touchdown. Gardner and B.A. in the backfield. Snap to B.A. Gardner leading blocking for him. And he's going to be stopped for no gain.
Man, that's so hard to not get in there.
Alexander's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. That'll bring up
Etheridge returns to the field. Gardner staying on the field. Looks like Gardner's going to be in, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter.
That'll bring us to the end of the third quarter.
So we're going to move to the other end of the field. The problem with being on the 1-yard line at the end of the quarter is you got to travel.
That's a long way to go.
98 yards to the other one.
This is the last call for the Swaggin' Wagon.
Last call for the Swaggin' Wagon. If you are here, go get your Queen City gear because they're about to close.
Which is next week right here against Harleton for homecoming.
Grace up 23-13 at the end of the third quarter. I want to say thank you to one of our sponsors, Hope Church in White House. We appreciate Hope Church sponsoring us. It's the church that I'm actually privileged to pastor, and Josh is one of the leaders at Hope Church, and Hope Church believes in the vision of what we're doing and was willing to get behind it, so we appreciate that. 2nd and goal from the 2, or looks like the 1. Yeah. 2nd and goal from the 1. Etheridge in the backfield. Everybody's bunched up tight. Here comes Etheridge. Looking, pushing, turns to the left. Touchdown!
Etheridge takes it in from a yard out for the Cougars score.
Touchdown, Cougars. And they've extended their lead to 29-13 with the extra point pending.
Yeah, just great job. Get the ball in the hands of your big quarterback. Able to fight, finally see the hole, and just able to take that into the end zone.
High snap. He has to just pull it down, throws on the run, jump ball in the end zone. Oh, he almost came away with that. So it's going to remain 29-13. That snap was high. He had to come up out of his stance to get to it.
Yeah, and great job just getting the ball in his hands and trying to make a play. And a miracle was almost answered there in the end zone.
It made it fun, didn't it?
It did.
We'll be back right after this.
Heart of White House, there's a place where hope resides. Welcome to Hope Church, where the embrace of hope transforms lives. We are more than a church. We are a refuge of compassion, a haven of strength, and a beacon of light. At Hope Church, you'll discover a community that's here for you. Join us in the journey of hope, where every story matters. Your place of hope, right here, right now.
Welcome back to Grace Game Day. We are live in Queen City, Texas. We just started the fourth quarter. We've had one play from scrimmage in the fourth quarter, and that was Etheridge making his way into the end zone from a yard out. Grace leading 29-13. King puts his foot into it, and he drives that one deep, about 4 yards deep. He's coming out to the 10, string into the sideline at the 15, reverses field, and he's going to be brought down at the 14-yard line.
That's one you just want to take a knee on.
That's a lot of running.
14-yard line. First and 10 there.
And I don't think anybody for the Cougars realizes that one of their guys is down on the Queen City sideline.
Yeah, that's.
We have an injury timeout.
I think that's Justice again. I think he's having another cramp. At least I hope that's all it is. Yes, now the Queen City coach is coming to give him a little stretch.
$11:44 remaining in this ball game. Well, Josh, it's been a fun night.
It has.
It's been a fun night.
After Queen City jumped out to a 13-6 lead on that pick six early in this game, Grace has been in control. They've now scored 23 unanswered points. Their defense has really locked in. And, I mean, honestly, if you take away that one play on the first play of the game, the Queen City offense has had trouble moving the ball.
Yes.
Against this Grace Cougars defense.
Yeah. Mentioning that first play of the game, taking everybody back to it, it was they were lined up at the 48-yard line after Grace opened with an onside kick. Queen City recovered, starts the drive at their own 48, and kind of a busted play, underthrown pass that ended up being caught and then running away. I just figured out, Josh, I don't know if anybody ever needed to know this, but ladybugs don't taste good. Deep pass, over the middle, underthrown, incomplete.
Good job to break that up that time.
Porter in coverage. Yeah, ladybugs don't taste good at all.
No, I wouldn't think they would.
I guess that's nature's way of saying quit talking about that play. Trying to describe what happened in the first play of the game, and I
one of the downsides to being on top of the press box is we're pretty close to these lights up here, and there's quite a few bugs flying around. I've been hit in the face a few times. So we're kind of in the danger zone, but that's all right.
Let's not talk about the wobbly railing up here.
We'll leave that for another day. Ooh.
Deep pass down the near sideline, and
we're
going to get a flag.
On what? He's going to call pass interference?
I'm going to have to just disagree with that. That was Christian Henry in coverage, and both Henry and the Bulldog receiver were just trying to get position.
Yeah, you just got to let him play on that one.
I don't really know how you single one of them out. But he did it.
I mean, he made a play on the ball. I don't know. I don't agree with that call.
The ball went through Henry's hands, and the receiver was able to get his hands on the ball, but nobody caught it. I kind of feel like that's one the two guys, you got to let them play.
Yeah, you'd love to see that flag just kind of tucked back in. But either way, it's going to be a first down, Queen City.
1st and 10 from the 27. And he's back, pressured, rolling out to his left, throwing deep. Got somebody all alone. Caught inside the 40. He got just behind everybody.
And that's exactly what happened on the first play of the game.
For 70 yards, the Queen City Bulldogs touchdown.
I'm not understanding how a man gets that wide open that deep in the field, but he did.
Well, you get into a scramble drill, and you got guys with eyes in the backfield, and you just lose containment, lose sight of the receiver.
Yeah.
And he was standing still by himself when the quarterback found him. And it results in a Bulldog touchdown.
So 2 offensive touchdowns, both come from blown coverages by the Gray secondary.
And you know, put the lid back on the Gatorade jugs for a moment.
Yeah, they're going to go for 2 here to try to bring this within a 1-score game.
Rolling to the right, he's going to tuck it for a moment.
And he won't get there.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 2-yard line.
So it's going to stay a 10-point game.
Short on the 2-point conversion.
Ran into the arms of Wyatt Buchanan.
Your score, Dogs 19.
So it's going to remain a 10-score game, or 10-point game.
I wish it was a 10-score game. And
but
now we're finishing each other's sandwiches.
Speaking of sandwiches.
I could go for a sandwich.
Speaking of sandwiches, let's talk about sandwiches for a moment. So, Josh, before I was pastor, I was evangelizing, traveling with my wife, and she was at the time expecting our first child, who is a sophomore at Grace, and there was a couple of elderly ladies in the church that we were preaching at in a small town in northeast Texas, deep northeast Texas. They fixed sandwiches for us in between services on Sunday.
Oh, beautiful.
And we decided to, I don't know what possessed us to try to share one. They gave us 3 of them. I guess 1 for me and 1 for my wife and 1 for the baby in her belly. Going to have a high, short kick here. Taken at the 32. Splits the defenders, and he gets about 10 yards out of it.
Yeah, I was expecting him to take a knee like they have been, but that time he decided to pick up a few extra yards. Got about 10 extra yards on that return.
Queen City coach is upset, and he has no reason to be. Elijah Hicks was the one returning that for Grace. The Queen City defender rode him about 8 yards out of bounds, and then the coach was putting his hands on him, and Elijah Hicks just kind of shrugged it off.
Just to run back on the field.
Trying to just run back to the Grace sideline, and I don't know why that was so upsetting.
I'd imagine just probably trying to get a cheap flag.
Etheridge.
Oh, no. They blew it dead.
They blew it dead. You can't get intentional grounding after the whistle. I understand the desire for it.
Yeah.
Nope.
That whistle came in right before.
That was a pack of Bulldogs back there real fast.
There was no protection on that play. As soon as Etheridge got the ball, the defense was in his face, and it feels like momentum has kind of shifted now back to the Queen City side after Grace had kind of established themselves in this game, and now they're in a hole.
10:57, the clock running now, in the fourth quarter. Second and very long, handoff to B.A., coming near sideline, lowers his head and gets to the 44. Looks like they'll mark him at the 43. So back to the original line of scrimmage +1. 3rd and 9. So back to my sandwiches, Josh. You started this by talking about us finishing each other's sandwiches.
I'm sorry, that was a cheap reference to Frozen.
We didn't have a knife at all, nothing. So my wife grabs one of those sandwiches and tears it in half. And there was a very long hair that became exposed in that moment. And needless to say, we did not eat that sandwich nor any of the others. Porter on the screen, first down yardage.
Etheridge's pass is complete to Porter.
That's an all-state first down to the 47-yard line.
Porter makes it to the sticks.
And after that sack, Grace able to regroup. Nice gain on the run on second down, and excellent job picking up that first down there by Porter.
Clock just went under 10 minutes remaining in this ball game. Etheridge is back, throwing over the middle. And it's going to be incomplete.
Slightly underthrown.
Gardner not able to hang on to it. He took a shot to the legs. I'm glad to see him bounce back up.
It's always kind of scary. And Preston, that play has been there all night. Just
yeah, it's been open.
Been unable to execute. But the screens have been so efficient. I think it's opening up the middle of the field there.
Hand off to BA. Nice cut.
Uh-oh.
And he goes down by himself, goes down. Hopefully that is just a cramp.
Alexander takes it to the 36-yard line.
That's an all-state first down. They help him to his feet. You always kind of hold your breath for a second when you see a player go down on no contact.
Yeah, and I think you're right earlier about the humidity here. Even though the weather is cooler, that humidity is still a factor, and we're starting to see the toll it takes on these players as we've seen several cramps here in the second half.
And we're going to get a flag. Grace has 12 people on the field.
Be 12 men on the field for the Cougars.
And we got another cramp, it looks like. Either that or it was some theatrics to try to show why we've got 12 men on the field.
Well, I think what happened, Josh, I think they subbed somebody in for BA thinking he was coming out, and he just turned and went the other way.
Yeah.
He said, nah, man, you ain't taking me out. Clock just went under 9 minutes remaining in the game.
So now we've got a 1st and 15.
Snap to Etheridge. He's got pressure. Throws in the face of it, incomplete.
Etheridge's pass falls incomplete.
Yeah, just had to rush that throw and try to get that out of there.
Was looking for Hicks over the middle, but there was really no way to step into that throw.
No,
He
had he had the time, it was there. But, again, the defense is able to get penetration into the backfield, pressure in the face of the quarterback, and he's just unable to settle into that throw, and it's an errant throw. Brings up a long second down.
Hey, Frank, to answer your question, the scoreboard here does not work with the game clock feature we have on our production software.
It's an older scoreboard, and so all the lights aren't working, so it's not.
It's an incomplete pass. It's going to bring up 3rd and 15.
Pass broken up by Darrell Sewell. Bring up 3rd down.
And here on 3rd and long, I think the idea is you just want to pick up enough yards to make it a manageable 4th down. Here right around your own 40-yard line.
Etheridge is back, pressured again. He'll gain about a yard. That's it.
Just unable to hold up on the front line there.
Etheridge is taken down on the play.
And it looks like Grace may be punting now.
That'll bring up 4th down.
.8:13 remaining in the ball game.
Stanley set back the punt for the Cougars. Be a timeout. Charge to the Cougars. Their second of the
So
half.
Grace is going to take a timeout. They have one remaining in this ball game. 8:01 remaining in the ball game. Fourth down and about 14.
And the Queen City coaches down here screaming defense, defense, defense. So they're bringing their defense out. I'm assuming they're anticipating some type of fake or anticipating Grace to come out with their offense after that timeout. Yeah, it looks like the offense is coming back out.
So the offense does return to the field for 4th and 14.
Let's see what Etheridge can do here.
It's going to be a pass to BA, and then he throws a pass, underthrown and incomplete.
Alexander's pass falls incomplete, and the Dogs will take over.
So Queen City's going to take over at their own 40-yard line with 7:55 remaining in this ball game.
Yeah, I like the idea, but Queen City was not fooled. They were ready for that. And so now Queen City's going to take over down 10, just under 8 minutes to go. And we've seen Queen City run two different quarterbacks. One has been predominantly a thrower. One's been kind of more of a dual threat, but number 0, who's out there now, and I believe it's number 0, yes. He's actually been the one that's caused the most damage for Grace with 2 long touchdown passes.
Got motion. It's going to be a jet sweep going to the far side, and he's got some room. Big hit. Cole Stanley.
DJ Henson picks up.
That's how you bring the hammer right there.
Wow.
What a tackle.
Looked like there was a lane opening up, and Cole Stanley just came through and closed it. Clock running now, 7:27 remaining in the game. Four wide receiver set. Shotgun snap. And it's going to be a quick out to the receiver, and he's dropped immediately.
Richardson's pass complete.
Christian Henry there. And the Bulldogs are going to be looking at 3rd down and 8.
Tackle made by Christian Henry.
Clock goes under 7 minutes.
7 for the Dogs.
Now, this is one of those plays you don't want to lose a receiver deep. This quarterback has proven he's got the arm to get it down there.
He's back looking. He's got all kinds of time. Now he's got some pressure. Now he's going to run. And Josh, I don't think he knew where the first down marker was.
I don't think so either.
He ran out of bounds a yard short, and he could have got that first down.
Yeah, there was nobody really close.
4th and 1 for the Dogs.
So they're obviously going to go for this on 4th and 1 at the 49-yard line. Yeah, he definitely could have picked up that first down had he known where the stick was. But again, he's on the side of the field where there's no chain. And that's a long one, it looks like.
It's going to be a quarterback keeper up the middle.
He's
First down yardage and more. Finally taken down inside the 40.
That's good for Queen City Bulldogs. First down.
Hate to see a 10-yard run, 11-yard run on a quarterback sneak up the middle, but Good job churning those feet. It looked like he was tackled right there at the line. He just kept moving those legs and got the momentum going forward. And
guys,
go right back.
We're going to try something here. There's a way to manipulate the clock, and we're going to try it out. As he works his way forward. Clock goes under 6 minutes remaining in the game.
Picks up 5 yards on the carry. Bring up 2nd and 5.
Second down and 5. Here's the snap. He's back, looking, pressured, steps up in the pocket, but he's not going to get away.
Good job.
Down he goes. Aaron Vadreen getting back there.
Just a great job to get his hands on the quarterback and not let him get away. He's been so elusive, and there's been a lot of those plays where you get the pressure, he's able to get around, and that's where the play breaks down, but that time able to get his hands on him and bring him down for a big loss.
3rd and 13. 4:50 remaining in the ball game. Shotgun snap. Throws, and it's caught at the 42, but Gardner is there again. Stop me if you've heard that one before.
And that's going to set up a long 4th down here. And Queen City's going to take a timeout and talk about it.
And, yep, you're exactly right, Josh. That's going to be their first of the half. They have 2 timeouts remaining, but this is a crucial point for them. 4:29 left. It's going to be 4th down and 12. You never want to get complacent. You always want to remember that anything can happen. If you don't believe that, ask John Tyler and Plano East back in the day.
Yeah.
$4:29 remaining.
Big play here coming up for this Cougar defense. Queen City trying to stay alive in this ball game.
Shotgun snap. He is looking. He's
Got
going to
time.
throw it over the middle. Caught wide open.
Again.
20-10. Touchdown flag. I wonder if we're going to get a taunting, Josh.
Well, I think there's 2 flags on the play. But I do think you're right. That last flag is going to be taunting.
Which is just going to be a crucial mistake for the Bulldogs. You needed that score right there, not to have to back up.
Yep, it's going to be unsportsmanlike.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Bulldogs. As he was crossing the 10, Josh, he pointed at one of the Grace defenders that was trying to close in on him. And like it or not, that's just something that they don't allow in high school football.
I mean, you can't even do that in college football, can you?
I don't believe so.
So instead of a big touchdown to bring them within 3 or 4 points.
It's still a big gain. It's still a first down. But rather than being a touchdown and kicking the extra point to try to make it a 3-point game with 4:18 left, they're backed up to the 20-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yeah, crucial mistake there. And you understand it as a young man. He's excited. He's about to score a big touchdown at home in the first game of the season, but you just cannot let your emotions get the best of you there.
So 1st and 10 from the 20. Quick screen. Went through one Bulldog's hand straight to the receiver on the outside.
I kind of feel like that was an intentional decoy.
I'm telling you.
Queen City has shown a little bit of creativity with their offense, and it's given Grace a little bit of trouble.
They're showing some life here late. 1st and goal from the 10. 4:11 remaining.
That is a first down. The 1st and goal for the Dogs.
He's rolling to his right, looking, throws on the run. Incomplete.
Nearly intercepted, too.
Richardson's pass falls incomplete. We'll bring up 2nd and goal.
4:05. 2nd and goal from the 10. Big time moment in this game. Motion from left to right. He's got time again. Throwing for the end zone. It's caught, but there is a flag. Hold on, we got to see what the flag's about.
Oh, there's a flag.
PA announcer said, oh, there's a flag. You, sir, are correct. Let's see what they call here. Josh, I think they've got a lineman down the field. And that play took so long developing, and I'm just wondering if that's going to be a lineman down the field. They're discussing it now. Currently, the clock is at 3:59. And that's exactly what it is.
Going to be an ineligible receiver downfield
So,
against the Dogs.
so what that is there's a little window at the line of scrimmage that offensive linemen can go down, but they can't cross that line, and then the quarterback still pass it. And it's an imaginary line. You just have to be aware and know where you're at on the field.
Yeah, and when the quarterback holds the ball that long, as he's just back there patting, waiting for a play to develop.
Because let's face it,
so hard for those linemen to keep up.
Those linemen, they're not turning around watching him to see if he's going to hold on to it. They're fulfilling their assignment. And so the Bulldogs just keep on getting into the end zone and having it taken away. And he throws on the run.
Just able to get out of the pocket there.
Being chased by Mac Gaudier.
Bring up 3rd down for the Dogs.
It's going to be 3rd and goal from the 15-yard line.
And that was incredibly close to intentional grounding.
No time ran off the clock on that last play.
No, I had time running off the clock, but the scoreboard did not. I had it at 3:54, so I'm just resetting it to match what the scoreboard says. 3rd and goal from the 15. He's back, looking, throwing for the end zone. Got a man. And they finally get a touchdown and don't have it taken away by a flag.
And I don't know what happened. I don't know if the defender slipped or fell, but got out of position and unfortunately led to a wide open pitch and catch for a touchdown. And Queen City has clawed back from a 29-13 deficit. Now with a chance to cut this to 3 with just under 4 minutes to go.
Josh, those cymbals seem extra loud right now over to our left. Extra point is up, and he just gets it inside the left upright. All right, folks, we still got some football left. 3:52 remaining in this game. Grace holding on to a 3-point lead. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Grace Game Day. Game has gotten significantly tighter over this fourth quarter, Josh.
Yeah. You know, up 29-13, it kind of felt like Grace had established themselves, had built the momentum, had the rhythm. We're really controlling both sides of the ball, and then a couple breaks here and there. And next thing you know, there's another blown pass. You get a long touchdown, and Queen City gains the momentum back. And just on that last drive alone, they had 3 touchdowns, 2 called back by penalty, and still able to get on the board. And now it's a 3-point game. And a very crucial moment here for Grace.
It's been a game of runs.
It really has.
Since they traded scores early in the game, it's been a game of runs ever since. Grace went on a run, now Queen City's on a run. And we're going to get a nice return here across the 45.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line to start the drive.
So, Josh, on a play just a little bit ago, the scoreboard operator didn't start the clock, and that time I didn't start the clock. 3:43 remaining in this ball game.
It's the first game of the season.
It is the first game of the season. Josh, and you know, some of the miscues tonight for Grace on offense, you know, this is the first really live action. You can practice all you want to. You can even do scrimmages. Nothing is the same.
I guess we had a penalty added to the end of that play, so Grace is going to start in Queen City territory.
At the 48. There we go. Nothing takes the place, and nothing is able to truly replicate live football action in a real game.
Exactly.
So they'll work this stuff out. It's been a good opening night for Grace. 3:43 left. This will be a handoff to BA, and he's going to be met in the backfield and dropped for a loss.
Alexander brought back in the backfield.
That's a 2-yard loss. Queen City does have 2 timeouts left.
Second down.
Clock is running. Second and 12. Ball is right on midfield, right on the Q of the QC logo. Grace will be in no hurry here. They can take this down to about 2:55 if they'd like before they snap it. And it's going to be Stanley on a keeper.
Just
and no gain.
Nowhere to go.
Stanley's been in the hole by Big Jack David Jackson. That'll bring up third
And
down.
Queen City's going to take a timeout. It's going to be 3rd and long.
Second of the half.
Clock stops with 2:48 left.
And you'd really like to see Grace get some positive yardage on 1st and 2nd down to set up a more manageable 3rd down. But now we find ourselves 3rd and 12 right at midfield.
Well, and for one, Josh, you don't want your defense going back out there for a crucial drive.
After being on the field so long here in the second half.
Yeah, they've been on the field a lot, especially in this 4th quarter. You want those guys to get a break. Queen City with new life.
Yeah, and really have all the momentum here with 2:47 to go. Big 3rd down.
Stanley's going to keep it following BA. Gets to the sideline, has a 1st down and more down the sideline.
And that's what you want to do.
He's going to score!
Big play on 3rd and long.
For a Grace Cougar touchdown.
And he just got to the sideline, and there was nobody that was going to catch him. Wow, and just like that, Grace back up by 9, 35-26. And so, yeah, he's got speed.
King back to kick the extra point.
2:37 remaining.
As Grace lines up now for the extra point. Oh,
The extra point hits the upright.
he's got to run it in.
King's extra point is no good. Your score, Dogs 26, Cougars 35.
And so it's going to stay at 9-point game with 2:37 to go. But can't say enough about that touchdown run, man. 3rd and, 13 on the 50-yard line. And it looked like he might get tackled before the first down marker and just was able to outrun everyone down the sideline. And some of that track speed coming out as he was able to hit the burst and get a crucial touchdown to put Grace in great position here with 2:37 to go, up 9. And now that Cougar defense can get a little jolt of energy from the offense.
We're going to take a look at that replay, Josh. He was following B.A., got that block, and that sprung him to the sideline.
Yeah.
And at that point, it was a foot race to the end zone.
And once he got loose there, nobody was going to catch him.
What a big-time moment there for Grace. Can't sleep on them yet, though. Queen City has shown the ability to put the ball in the air and get chunks in this second half.
They've shown the ability to score quick.
High kick angled toward the sideline, and it's going to go out of bounds into the drum line. So that's going to give Queen City good field position with no time run off the clock.
Dogs will start with the football at the 35-yard line.
It's not over yet.
No. But a great opportunity here for the Grace Cougars defense to make a stand and help put this game away.
Josh, I don't know if I'm just getting old, but some of those lines on the field, I'm having more and more trouble seeing them. Especially some of those hash marks. It's like,
the hash marks are really hard to see.
Shotgun snap. Looking, throws it out, incomplete. It looked like he was trying to throw a quick screen, but there was somebody in the way, and he couldn't even see his receiver.
Yeah, great job that time just to be in the right place and prevent that quick screen. Only downside is the clock is stopped.
I just need that clock to run like Forrest Gump right now. Here we go. Flushing him out, rolling to the right, looking, throws sidearm, complete. Doak Porter is there. And I think Queen City may, no, they're just going to take advantage of the clock stop to set the ball and set the chains. 1st and 10, Queen City at their 44. Pressure coming, and that's got to be intentional grounding. There it is. I thought he might have been guilty of it earlier. He's definitely going to get it there.
Yeah, just didn't get out far enough. The defender was in his face and just.
That was Stinson, and then that was also Mac Gaudier back there. So the call is intentional grounding, and that's a costly penalty, Josh.
Yeah.
That's the down and the yardage.
Spot foul and a loss of down.
That's a long loss because they just chased him straight backwards. He was backpedaling the whole time. Takes them all the way back to the 26, Josh.
Yeah,
that's a huge loss.
Big play there. It's now going to be second a mile.
It's an 18-yard loss on that play and the loss of down. He's back, pressured again, and he's going to go down.
And Grace finally able to get some pressure up front. He's been able to kind of stand around there and pat the ball for a long time, which has put a lot of pressure on that Grace secondary. And here now in money time, they're able to put the pressure on, get the intentional grounding, force the sack, and Queen City's going the wrong way now.
There were several Cougars back there as we've reached the 2-minute warning. And so Queen City will maintain their 1 timeout. But there were several Cougars that got back there, Josh, but it was number 55, Braden Gregory, the sophomore, that finished that one off. And it's third and very extremely long here.
Yeah, we're looking at what?
Let's just say this, Josh.
40?
They are at their own 18-yard line, and they need to get to the Grace 48-yard line. So that's, I believe this is 3rd and 35, if my math is serving me correctly.
You know, math wasn't my strong suit, so I'm going to let you have that one.
You're just going to leave me out there by myself. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong all by myself. I'm going to leave the singing to my wife.
So I'll just say 3rd and a mile. We might be encroaching on a country mile at this point.
We are in the country, though, so it fits.
We are. Now, what you have to be careful for is they've scored 2 touchdowns on plays where a receiver gets lost in the backfield and
pressure.
Oh, got him.
Hit as he throws. And it's going to be called an incomplete pass. That was Stinson again, coming in like a bullet.
And that's what you want to see is the pressure. Don't let him just sit back there and wait and wait and wait. And he's kind of a little gimpy after that play.
Josh, they don't even have numbers on the scoreboard to compute this. It just says 4th and 10. It's 4th and 10 times 3.5.
At least.
Here's a snap. He's back, rolling toward the near sideline. Going to heave it deep into the middle of the field. And it's incomplete. And I know Hicks wanted that interception, but it's actually better to let that just be batted down incomplete.
Yeah, better field position. Not as cool as a highlight.
143.
But I know in his head he had pick 6 on that one.
Absolutely.
These guys see football and they think touchdown.
Grace leading 35-26, and they will take over on downs at the Queen City 18-yard line.
Yeah, just a great time for the defense to step up. You knew they were getting tired. They've been on the field a lot in the fourth quarter. But that touchdown on 4th down really helped rejuvenate that defense, and they came out and they just kind of laid the hammer down and didn't give Queen City a chance to get any momentum going.
And this is your favorite formation in football, Josh. Victory formation for the Cougars. Etheridge will take a knee, and the clock will run. Clock is running. It'll take just a couple of more snaps here. And Grace is going to move to 1-0 on this 2025 football season. "12 seconds left on the play clock. Grace can take it down under a minute. There's a snap and a knee. They'll only need one more snap, and this one will be officially in the books.
Just a great job tonight. early adversity. They answered that call, stormed out to a big lead. Queen City clawed back. Again, a game of ebbs and flows. But when it mattered, Grace was able to get the touchdown to give them a comfortable lead and to make a big defensive stand to close this game out. You can't ask for a better ending to a great game.
So one more snap here, and this will do it. And the clock's going to run now until it hits zeros.
Queen City Bulldogs 26, Grace Cougars 35.
So your final from Queen City, Grace 35, Queen City 26.
See you here next week for homecoming against Harleton.
Great game for the Cougars, Josh. They made the plays when they needed to, did the things that were necessary.
Absolutely.
And when the time was right, they made it work. And so there's your final. Grace 35, Queen City 26. Players are exchanging handshakes at midfield. And Grace is going to go over and gather on the field. The cheerleaders and Cougarettes are waiting.
I was going to get a shot of the scoreboard, but Queen City wasted
They
no time
turned it
turning
off
that thing
quick.
off. As soon as the clock hit zero, that scoreboard went off, and at least they left the lights on for us.
For the moment. For the moment.
I really hope they stay on long enough for us to get off this roof.
Right? Absolutely. So, Josh, a game of runs tonight. Grace comes out on top at the end. It was a really tight first quarter. And then after that, Grace jumped out and kind of went on a run. Really in the third quarter was when the run really started. But then Queen City came storming back, and it became a 3-point game. And it's kind of looking like, oh, my goodness, what are we going to do here? But then Grace able to make the plays when they needed to and get this thing back to a comfortable margin. And it came down to making plays when it counts.
Absolutely, absolutely. And they being able to fight and claw. The game started out with some adversity. You had the big play on the first play of the game, which you don't really see that often, for a long touchdown. Grace answers, but then you follow that up with a pick six, down 13-6, a lot of adversity on the road, first game of the year. Grace answers, takes a 16-13 lead into halftime, really put their foot on the gas in the third quarter. And then you see what they're made of. Queen City makes a run. They steal the momentum. Grace finds themselves only up 3 and able to make the plays when they count. Big touchdown run on fourth down to kind of seal this game, but it took a defensive stand when Queen City had the ball the last time to force that fourth down turnover. Just a gutsy win. And on the first game of the season, that's what you want to see. You want to see the fight. You want to see the guts. And Grace showed all of that tonight.
They did.
They were all in from the opening kickoff, and couldn't be prouder of the way these guys fought and finished this game.
Yeah, they did, Josh. I mean, really and truly got punched in the mouth right off the bat and just fought through all of it. And here they are, victorious in week 1. And now it's going to be moving on to week 2 next week. Week 2 is going to be a home game playing
on a Thursday night.
On a Thursday night. And so we will be We will be there for that one and bringing the game to you live. But, hey, listen, that one's a home game. Let's all come out and fill the stands up. Let's be loud, wear blue, and make that place a rowdy, rowdy, crazy atmosphere.
Absolutely.
And let's move to 2-0 next week. But
yeah, I look forward to seeing everybody.
First things first, really great performance tonight for Grace, and very proud of what they accomplished tonight. And Coach Russell leading the team in prayer right now, and just a great job by this team tonight. All right, Josh, are you ready to pack up and go?
Yep, we got a long drive home.
Got a little bit of a drive, but it's always more fun after a win.
It really is.
Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in to Grace Game Day tonight. Grace is victorious. Final score, 35-26. Cougars over the Bulldogs. We'll see you next week for some volleyball action and some football action. Until next time, so long, everybody.